I have officials from the Ministry of Gender, Labor and Social Development who will, to a certain extent, break this down. But remember, we are focusing on the International Occupation Theft and Health Day. Now, join me, welcome my guest this morning. I have Rogers Kawalia, who is the Specialized Safety Officer at the Ministry of Gender, Labor and Social Development. Most welcome.
Thank you. Good morning, our viewers.
And just next to me, I have Franco Oyara Azi, who is the Principal General Safety Inspection, Ministry of Gender, Labor and Social Development, putting on a coat of the Commissioner. So right now, in him is the Commissioner as well. Commissioner, you're most welcome.
Thank you, and good morning, our viewers.
Now, to begin with, when we talk about occupational safety and health, what is this, and what does it entail, Commissioner? Sir?
Yeah, thank you. Occupational safety and health is a concept that looks at the safety of the workers or the safety of people at workplace and whoever comes to the workplace. We could call it the third party. So all in all, occupational safety and health tries to is a concept that deals with the provisions to ensure that people do the work in a safe and healthy manner. Yes.
Now, going to you, Rogers, we are looking at occupational safety and health, but we also bring in now AI, digitalization, and occupational safety. Now, let's understand first, when you talk about artificial intelligence, what is this? Because you're looking for the combination of these two.
Artificial intelligence is in a computer science. It's defined as a system of computers and machines that can imitate human intelligence. Machines that can learn, machines that can think, they can reason, they can make decisions, as well they are creative. So with the context of this year's ILO theme, which is the role of artificial intelligence and digitalization in a safe workplace, we are trying to encompass these AI roles and digitalization to enhance workplace safety through modules as trainings. We have heard about virtual reality trainings where they are AI generated. So in commemoration of our 28th April, where we are commemorating the World Day for Safety and Health at Work, our theme is going to be the role of AI and digitalization in our workplace. And on to that, we have prepared so many things for you, our workers, the workers themselves, the employers, and the general public to come and learn. We have exhibitions, we have symposiums, we have done some trainings as well, and we are ready to disseminate this information further so that we can enhance AI and digitalization.
Now, I want also to understand the relevance of this when we talk about occupational health and safety. Azi, where do the two link?
Yeah, well, thank you. When we talk about occupational safety, as I earlier on mentioned, occupational safety is you are looking at how safe how safe is work being done in your enterprise or your organization. Do you have the provision to ensure that people or your employers, your employees work in a safe environment, that they do not get hurt by the work they are doing? That's the key thing, that people should work in an environment that does not harm them. If you should go back normal in the way you came to work. Now, when we're talking about occupational safety and then the health, these are inseparable. You cannot separate the two. Because if you have to get the health aspect comes in this way, that some processes in your work area may lead to diseases, workers catching somewhat diseases. That's now when we bring the aspect of what health. That apart from these physical injuries that can be seen, we also have situations or conditions that can cause somewhat diseases, illnesses. So you can find that for you to be in it, for somebody to be considered safe in a workplace, first he should be protected from getting what injured.
Physical injuries.
Physical injuries.
Yes.
Then secondly also, he should not be exposed to those hazards that can cause what illness or diseases.
Now here I bring in artificial intelligence because I want to see how artificial intelligence, when you are looking at health and safety at work, these are computers like Rogers explained that can think, that are creative, that can solve problems. So how are they? Why did the International Labour Organization, ILO, think and feel this theme is relevant as we celebrate this year's International Occupation and Safety Day? Why? How does it come in? Is it a danger? Is it that very important that we should focus on it as we move towards this day? That as we talk about occupational health and safety, hey, there is AI, because one would not see it as causing physical harm.
Yeah, thank you. You know, we are moving from analog now as technology is progressing. So the advantage of AIA, when we talk about AIA, and why we and the ILO are creating this awareness. AIA, in fact, in simpler terms, means the capability of the machines, the capability of the machines to perform the tasks that require human intelligence. Now, if you have that in place, then it means you are reducing the exposure of the workers to these hazards. You are reducing the exposure of the workers to the hazard, because where maybe there was a certain, let's say, a toxic chemical, an area where there was a toxic chemical and it was supposed to be transferred from one place to another, in an analog manner, people will be involved in carrying. But now, if we have if we are employing the artificial intelligence, you will find that a machine can be operated from a distance to lift that chemical and take to the point of use. So by doing that, you see, you are cutting the interface of the worker or the human being and the chemical. And by doing that, you are reducing the chances of him getting harmed by that chemical.
Now, Rogers, he's given us the positive. Let's look at the negative.
The negative that we have with it's data privacy, misuse of the data which has been collected. For instance, I'll give an example that we have seen AI come in play into mostly in transport sector, where CCTV cameras have been installed in the cars to monitor the performance of the drivers. So the driver can, before even he ignites the car, the kicker, he has to test his breath to see that the alcohol content is way below the permissible level. But now these interactions and the data collected can be misused by the employer and even the internet at large. Second to that is bias by the AI technologies themselves. Imagine I'm using an American-based AI and I'm looking for a training provider to provide me with services. It will have a bias to favor its country providers than giving me the best prices and the best offers on the on the road. And also there is that technology divide that as well some companies can afford the AI to incorporate it in their workplaces, and some companies can't afford. So there is a technology divide that some people are left behind and some people are advancing on at an accelerated speed.
Yes, Azi, you wanted to...
Yeah, I wanted to add on what Roger was saying. The common one that everybody will always talk about is when we go full in AI, people say the employment, they lose jobs. That is the common thing people will always say about. But when you look at the advantages of the service, the disadvantages, you may find that AI is the way to go.
There is a belief that AI is likely to create even more jobs than those that we are going to lose. Rogers, what do you say about that?
Yeah, I believe that AI is a tool. It's not taking our jobs. It's a tool. Just as when a calculator was invented, accountants maybe thought they would be phased out. But it's a tool to ensure you're efficient. Just as I talked about a CCTV camera which has been installed in a workplace, it doesn't mean that the security officers will be laid off. But this is a tool that's going to be used to empower them. So we should accept the change, learn, and take on the opportunities. It's a tool that can be used to empower you and empower your skills. That is it.
Now here I bring in the commissioner. AI is relatively new in Uganda. If we are to compare ourselves with some countries, they are far ahead of us. But the good thing is we've started. Now I want to look at the role of government in promoting AI in the area of occupational safety and health.
Yeah, thank you. The one key role of the government is putting in place policies and regulations as far as the use of AI is concerned. Because as earlier on we indicated that this AI, it is coming very well. We welcome it and we really encourage it, but there could be some setbacks that can cause, or it can be abused. That's one thing. It can be abused. So the government's role is to put in the policies, regulations, how this can be used in what? A friendly and a peaceful way. Because my worry always, you know, I'm also the coordinator of chemical safety and security, that people can easily misuse for unpeaceful purposes or unpeaceful uses. So when we have clear policies and regulations, I believe we shall stay with the AI and we shall achieve what we are looking for.
Roger, supplement.
On top of that, government should invest in the research and also provide capital for research in these technologies. We have the ICT hub in Nakawa. People are doing some things there. And it's about government being observant. You know, government sets the policy. We put research into it. And like for us at Occupational Safety and Health, we're already on this track. We already moved away from the paper analog. We have digital platforms we are analyzing. And
but how artificial intelligence-like are these digital platforms? Because there is a misconception that once I have a laptop, I have a computer, then that is AI, which is completely different in our nature, because you may have a computer that is still doing exactly what it used to do before. Yet here we are talking about additional ingredients.
Yeah, sure.
For example, maybe if you've been having a door that has been using a key, and now you just look into some screen, your face is detected, the door opens by itself. There I would say, yes, there's an element of AI. So as at the Ministry of Gender, when you look at the Department of, you said, Occupational Safety
and Health.
And health, how have you integrated? How are you already ahead using AI?
We are using, as I told you, we have a digital platform. Yeah, actually, the theme, as the theme says, AI and digitalization. So we have a digital platform, and we use AI modules to analyze the trends and the patterns that are being reported. For example, accidents. If you have accidents, we see where are they coming from. AI does that for us, and we analyze. It's data-driven. You input data, it analyzes, it informs you. You take the decision. We are seeing that coming on board. We are incorporating it.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think this is going to be a continuous process. A continuous process. You see, we cannot claim that we have done already everything of transfer to AI. Is a continuous process of automating some of the processes that are involved when we talk about occupational safety and health. And of course, this does not stop with the Department of Occupational Safety and Health alone. It goes further to even the workplaces, because the two have to communicate. So if I have put a system at my in the Department of Occupational Safety and Health, the workplace somewhere should be able to tap. That when it becomes beneficial, because it's meant for ensuring safety and health at what? At workplaces. As Rogers has already hinted, so far, what we used to do on hard copies paperwork, it's moving towards automation. But we're also taking that note of saying, just having a laptop or a computer does not mean that there is artificial intelligence. Because artificial intelligence is more than that. Yeah.
Well, we are still looking at the International Day for Occupational Safety and Health. That is definitely at workplaces. That will be celebrated on the 28th of April. That is this month. And the theme focuses, the international theme, developed by the International Labour Organization. I don't know if this time around we have our own theme, because sometimes there's the international theme, then we have our domesticated theme. Commissioner?
This time we decided to go by the ILO theme. But what we are trying to do is we're trying to break it down, simplify it so that people should be able to understand. Yeah. Because
this year's theme is the revolutionization of health and safety, the role of AI and digitalization at workplace. Yeah. So it is a revolution that now is coming up, and that revolution includes artificial intelligence. So this is what we are focusing on. But allow me go for a very short break. When I return, I now want to focus more on the day, so that we know the venue, what is going to be happening, and reasons why you shouldn't miss. We'll return shortly.
Live from UBC Studios in Kampala, this is Good Morning Uganda Extra.
A new dawn on Behind the Headlines with me, Timothy Nyangweso, every Wednesday live in our studios in the heart of Kampala. We have conversations that have analysis, explanation, but not every truth is fact and not every fact is truth. Every Wednesday, 10 p.m. on your public broadcaster.
All on your public broadcaster, UBC, inspiring Uganda.
Looking for instant excitement? The Uganda National Lottery Spin for Cash game is now available online. Wherever you are, you can join the excitement for just 500, 1,000 and 2,000 Uganda shillings. Don't miss out. Register now on www.nationallottery.go.ug for a chance to win your share of 2 billion instantly. What are you waiting for? Play Spin for Cash now, anytime, anywhere. Ituba is the proud operator of the Uganda National Lottery.
Uganda National Lottery. Dream, play, win.
Participants must be 18 years or older. Play responsibly. The Uganda National Lottery is operated by Ituba Uganda and regulated by the National Lotteries and Gaming Regulatory Board.
When you want to relax your body and refresh your mind, welcome to Hotel La Confidential, Aroa's premier destination for luxury and comfort. The only hotel in Aroa City offering a serene atmosphere, breathtaking scenery. Come and discover our exclusive wellness club with packages that include a fully equipped gym, a rejuvenating sauna, steam bath, and a great sky blue swimming pool. For events, our state-of-art conference halls and versatile event spaces are perfect for hosting shows, wedding receptions, birthdays, and more. Come and enjoy our cinema hall and unisex saloon, all designed to meet your entertainment and grooming needs. Bring your family and let your kids splash around in our beautiful kids water park. We are located on Arua Pakwachi Highway in the heart of Arua City. Don't wait. Visit us on www.hotelconfidential.com or call us on 0761 688 181.
Step into a world of excellence, comfort and pride with Royal Foam Furniture, crafted to perfection right here in Uganda. We bring you state-of-the-art living room furniture and bedding products at affordable prices. Our wide variety of mattresses include orthopedic, pillow top, spring mattresses suitable for institutions like hotels and many others for home comfort. With every piece telling a story of royal excellence, our products are built with the highest quality materials made to last. Experience royalty with Royal Foam Furniture, proudly made in Uganda, so buy Uganda and build Uganda. Visit our showrooms at Ginger Road, Chambogo Junction, Bukota Chisasi Road, and on Victoria Mall, Entebbe, on the first floor.
Live from UBC Studios in Kampala, this is Good Morning Uganda Extra.
Well, thank you so much for keeping it with us on UBC TV. It is still the Extra, and we are looking at the International Day on Occupational Safety and Health that is going to be celebrated on the 28th of this month. Now, with me, in case you have just joined, I have Rogers Kawalia, who is the Specialized Safety Inspector at the Ministry of Gender, Labour and Social Development. But I also have Franco Oyara Azi, who is Principal General Safety Inspector at the Ministry of Gender, Labour and Social Development, sitting in for a commissioner. And we've earlier on been discussing AI, that is artificial intelligence, looking at this year's theme that comes out very well, which is revolutionizing health and safety, the role of artificial intelligence and digitalization at workplace. So that is why earlier we had to talk about artificial intelligence. Now we just want to go into the day, and I'll begin with Rogers. Where are we going to celebrate this, and why must, or what is its relevancy to the workers? Because we've celebrated Ministry of Gender, Labour and Social Development. We have days there. Disability, this, that, women's, this, that. Now, and sometimes I'm like, God forgive me. Sometimes I'm like, yes, that is a good ministry, because there is traveling, there are allowances, you know, there is eating. Days today, you have Women's Day, then this time. Ministry of Gender, there are so many days that are under there. But for this particular day, what is the value to us? Why should we celebrate it, in fact?
The 28th April, we are commemorating the World Day for Safety and Health. It's a day of raising awareness of the problem. The problem being that workers are getting injured at work, they're being disabled at work, they're getting sick at work, and unfortunately we are losing, some are being killed at work. So this is a day where we are raising our awareness and on how promoting and creating a safety and health culture at a workplace can help mitigate and reduce the work-related incidences and accidents. So this year around, we are in Namave at URI, Uganda Industrial Research Institute, that is in Namave. Why we selected Namave? Because it's the Kampala industrial hub. We want the industries around and the factories and the workers to come and learn from the exhibitors and also us, the presentations we have arranged and we are preparing. And they learn more about the theme and how they can protect themselves at work. So that they come at work vertically and they live vertically. You shouldn't come at work vertically and you live diagonally. When you are injured, all go horizontally when you are dead. That's where we're
Okay,
going to be.
Commissioner, I wanted to supplement. This is not all about allowances, traveling, some dancing and entertainment. Me, a worker, I want to know why. I know there is a budget, but how do I stand to benefit?
First, before I go to that one, I want to first make some clarification with what you had said that Minister of Gender has got these days. No, it is a fact. The Minister of Gender, in short, is a ministry of people. It's your ministry. Because when you talk about the children, you find it there. When you talk about the youth, Minister of Gender. When you talk about the elderly, talk about the workers. So you find all in all, when you talk about a human being in totality, you find in the Ministry of Gender. That's why it's a ministry of what people, and that's why maybe you are saying there are so many occasions that are being celebrated. Yes. Now, this day that we are going to commemorate, no, it was started. I think it was started in by the World Federation of Trade Unions, and that was, I think, 1996, and then in 2003, ILO picked it up. You know, ILO is the International Labour Organization, and Uganda is a signatory. ILO picked up, and then for Uganda, for the first time, we started in 2004. And basically, this day, first of all, is to remember our colleagues who lost their lives or got injured during the work. But most important is to send a message, create awareness to both the government, the workers, and the employers that at workplaces, injuries are still occurring. Why? We are the people who are setting up these organizations, who are setting up all these processes, but still we have a number of injuries, number of sicknesses arising from the work which is supposed to benefit the person. So you find that suppose you get a problem during work. Whatever pay you get, as you said, you end up taking it for what? For medication. You end up taking it for medication. So it means that if all of us embrace the concept of occupational safety and health, then some of these burdens would be reduced. So the end purpose of this day basically is we want to create awareness. So it's going to be beneficial to everybody. Even the workers, when your employers come, they will get aware of, they will pick the message. So with the hope that when they go back, they will go and implement. Even you, the worker, when you come, you are going to be our disciple. When you go back, because when you come, you are going to, there are a lot of speeches going to be made that are related to occupational safety and health. That will help you. When you go back, you will be also able to spread the message to other people and even implement. Because these things start from one individual. It starts from you, and then it will go to other persons. So it is very important that if all of us could turn up and we share the experiences.
Very important, creating awareness and believing that one or two who will come will pick a message and be ambassadors, that we must promote this. Now, going back, what are the activities? What should we expect? Yes, Rogers.
Some of the activities that we have prepared for all, we have invited all of you. We say that we are the Ministry of the People. We have exhibitions. We have a marathon. We are going to have a marathon. Shall communicate all the details. We have a symposium where presentation of best performers of best performing workplaces will share knowledge and experiences. And also we have the best OSHA awards, where we are awarding workplaces that have put in place systems and programs that empower their employees and workers to make sure that they work safely and they leave work when they're healthy.
Now, coming back to you, Commissioner, sir, when you talk about occupational safety and health, I know we've done these celebrations. This is not the first of its kind. But what are the gaps that we've not addressed? Because as we speak today, statistics will show you that many workers are still working under horrible conditions, exposing them to dangerous chemicals, exposing them to injuries. Many workers, when you go, much as we are prioritizing industrialization and bringing investors, many workers have lost arms, have lost body parts, and compensation is a dream come true. When I move in some of these flower factories, some, not all, when I visit some of these industries that I'm proud we are having, definitely because we are reducing on imports and promoting exports. When I look at the workers, when you look at the money they are given, many don't have contracts, because when we talk about safety, we also talk about psychologically. You know, some work long hours, some, there is so much. And good I have you, Commissioner. Now I'm asking for sure, with all this, what is it that you're not doing right? Would we say someone is sleeping on job? Anyway, you're here to explain to my view.
Yeah, thank you. I will start from what are we doing? Because
then later you go to what you've failed to do.
we might have not failed to do,
okay.
but maybe we are in the process of doing. So it's true that outside there in workplaces there are still a lot of challenges, and that is why we are here, and we shall continue from here, even during after the celebration of the World Day for Safety and Health. Awareness creation. You talked about statistics. Most people are not aware where they are supposed to report or take the information, and that is the purpose why we are always trying to do awareness creation. This Oshi Day celebration is the peak. It's not that we do it at once. It's a continuous thing. But this is the peak, so the way we can bring people together. But individually, we are trying to create the awareness creation. We have the government, as you are aware, has got its arms. We have in the Ministry of Gender, we have a Directorate of Labor. There's one which handles industrial relations. Then we have occupational safety and health. These two departments work in hand, and through routine inspections of workplaces. We are through routine inspection of workplaces. We are reaching to the ground. But I agree with you. The number may not be enough to cover the entire country at the same time.
Now, with AI being the global or the International Labour Organization focus this time, as the Ministry of Gender Commissioner, how are you factoring in protection of workers in terms of occupational health regarding AI? Because it is here, you rightly said, globally they chose this to be a topic, showing it is a giant coming our way. So how are you intending to protect us?
That's why I said earlier on that we have not changed the theme from the International Labour Organization, because the way things, as the technology is moving, we are moving to AI. So this is the time we have to prepare ourselves. In Uganda at the moment, it may not be so much, we have not entered, but at one time, we shall find ourselves using AI for most of the process or the analog that we are using now. Now, that is why I earlier on said that as the AI is coming in, taking force, the government is also moving in, making the regulations, the policies. The policies.
So we already have any policy?
There are some policies, but not fully capturing the AI in a broad context. You know, this is a new thing that's coming in, and with Uganda, as you know, our technology is slowly upgrading. So as the technology upgrades, we also upgrade these policies. He already told you about the OSH bill that has already been, I think, passed. It's still going to be assented by the president, and it becomes an act. Why did we go for reviewing that? We saw the earlier version did not have elements of what AI, artificial intelligence. But now, in the new one, which is soon coming out, I've already told you that it is waiting for the assent by the president. You will find that some components of AI have been put, there are provisions that guide on how to manage workplaces that employ AI.
Okay, Rogers, maybe here, you talked about a symposium, and the commission has told us AI is relatively new in Uganda, and we are planning. Now, in this symposium, how have you factored in AI? Because I heard you talk about symposium. What is there as a ministry, as you organize one of the events? Where have you focused on AI? You talked of exhibitions. Are we going to see practically AI at work?
As the theme says, the role of AI and digitalization. So our symposium is going to focus on the thematic areas are going to be workplaces that have incorporated, who have gone to digitalize their work processes and who have also incorporated AI. We shall be issuing the poster presentations very soon, but our focus areas are to see how people have workplaces, some of the workplaces have incorporated this and how they are making the workplaces safer. For instance, I talked about how some logistic companies are using CCTV cameras to analyze that and develop trends. These people are going to exhibit it. They're going to present papers. How are they doing it? What is the cost of investment in this? What are the implications? What's the impact? What's the cost benefit analysis? Such that us, as other workers and other employers, can do the cost-based analysis and see where we are heading. Yeah, we are going to have almost 3 presenters. We are still, the team is still scrutinizing and seeing which best can be presented on the D-Day.
And I recommend one gentleman that I know in Uganda. He's written a book. Actually, I think he's the only person in East Africa who has written a book about AI. He's very passionate about AI. He is, I must say, an expert about AI, and that is Professor Lawrence Muganga of Victoria University. So in case you're looking around, Professor Lawrence Muganga, he's one man that has read, I think I'll give you a copy of his book, AI, and when it comes to explaining these things, I don't know, for some reason, he's the man I've seen in the last 5 years very passionate about AI. And if you're looking for people, I'm not part of the organizing committee, but commissioner.
Yes,
that is someone
yes,
I love the fact that you've jotted it down.
Yes.
That can really explain this whole thing of AI, and people can get to understand it more. Now, just more information. Is the public, is everybody invited? And more of where the venue is. Please, Commissioner.
Yeah, everybody is invited, and we shall be at the Institute of what? Industrial Institute of Industrial Research in Namamve.
Institute of Industrial Research.
Yes.
In Namamve. That is the
Namamve.
industrial, within the industrial park.
Is within the industrial park.
Okay.
And there are going to be a lot of activities taking place when there. Apart from the exhibitions, we also intend to carry out some free health screenings, like HIV counseling and blood donation devices. So everybody is welcomed, and we shall be very, very grateful. This is our day. All of us are workers, including you, our host. You're also invited. You're also working, and this AI, in fact, you are the first. It directly, you are the first. This is where we are going to begin from. Yes. So I think it would be very great if you mobilize some of your members and you join us.
Definitely, I'll do the mobilization of members, and of course ensure that we are here, because we are calling upon the general public to be at Namamve, that is the industrial park, on the 28th of this month, as we celebrate or commemorate the International Day looking at occupational safety and health. And this year's theme rotates around AI. Now, one of the areas you talked about AI being new, but are you aware there is one university here in Uganda where they're only using AI, actually teaching, no books, nothing, everything is conducted using AI. And please, after here, Commissioner, take a stroll to Victoria. You're going to see that, yes, much as this is a new thing, but some universities have gone ahead to push for AI. Well, I'll just give each of you a minute or two for your parting shots, and allow me begin with Rogers.
My parting shots is we invite the general public to come and learn. We have talked about AI. Machines are learning, machines are thinking, machines are being creative. Come and learn from what we are doing, and how we are, how us as the department, we are also empowering workers and their employers to make sure that you guys are working safe. We invite you to come and see what we shall be delivering to you.
Yes, sir. Yeah, thank you. We welcome everybody to come and join us on the 28th of April this year at Industrial what?
Uganda Industrial Research Institute.
Uganda Industrial Research Institute, Namambe Hub. Come and you see how artificial intelligence is going to help us reduce the exposure or the interface between the worker and the hazard. Because that's the ultimate goal why we are talking about what artificial intelligence. We want these machines, instead of us personally approaching the hazard, we want the machines to help us to do that. So it's an open invitation, and you want to look back. There are a lot of things to be learned. We may not be able to exhaust them from here. And we have invited very resourceful persons. And I'm happy that we have included, that we are going to try to get Professor Lawrence Mugaga to be in the team. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for your time, my viewer, and of course my guest this morning, as we are sounding drums for this special day for every worker in this country. That is on the 28th of this month at Namamve Industrial Park. You can't fail to locate where particularly the function will be, as we celebrate International Day on Occupational Safety and Health. And it is very important that you're part of this, because this year's theme rotates on artificial intelligence, a giant that is already living with us, but we must be very abreast with how best we can benefit, because it comes with a huge advantage to every worker, but also at the same time, if you're not well positioned, with a very big disadvantage to you. See you tomorrow, God willing. Have a blessed day.
Live from UBC Studios in Kampala, this is Good Morning Uganda Extra.